Hello. For this class, you're gonna need a strap and an optional block, yoga block, a skinny block. Let's start. Come to a comfortable position, standing on your knees and your hands. On an inhale, you're gonna open the throat and chest. On an exhale, you're gonna round your back. Make sure your knees are below your hips and your hands are below the shoulders. On an inhale, we open. On an exhale, round. And inhale, open. And exhale, round. Last one, inhale to open. And exhale to round. From there, we're going to find neutral back. Keeping your ribs in, belly is pulled in towards the spine. This is a mobility exercise. I'd like you to shift your hips towards your right. And you're going to paint a circle with your hips and arrive on the left side and then put your pelvis back to center. Should feel good. And then you're going to tip the pelvis and then paint a circle and arrive on the right side and put the pelvis back to center. One more each side. Here we go. We shift to the right slightly. We go down and around with the pelvis. Mobility. Left and center and switch. Shifting to the left and then coming up. Coming back to all fours again. Bring your left palm of your hand to your forehead on an inhale. Twist. You're going to rotate in the top part of your spine. Make sure your belly is pulled in and your pelvis is actually still square to the ceiling as you rotate. So the idea here is to only twist the upper part of the spine. The upper spine and mid spine is twisting, the lower spine and the belly is trying to stabilize the pelvis. One more rotation and then come back. Switch hands. Right palm of your hand comes to your forehead. Here we go. We twist for one. Back to center. Take a nice exhale as you twist. And center. And exhale. And center. And exhale. And center. Cool. Come back to center, both hands below. Reach your right arm forward on a mat, left leg back on a mat. Firm the leg, firm the arm. Shoulder slides down, belly pulls in, ribs lift. On an exhale, lift your arm and leg into a straight line and then lower down. And then exhale, lift it up and then lower back down to the floor. Keep the middle of the body connected. And a lift and a lower. And a lift. And hold. Stay. Breathing. Long body. Hips square. Strong body. And then release gently. Take your right leg back on the floor. Left arm reaches forward. Firm the body in the middle. And then on an exhale, lift the arm and leg into a straight line. And then lower down. And then lift into a straight line. And then lower down. Lifting up. And a lower, and then lifting up, and a lower. Great. And lift up one more time and hold and stay. Just firm the leg, slide the shoulders down, lift your ribs in and up. Hold it, breathing, and relax. Very nice. Let's turn around. We're gonna come down to a laying down position on your back. And we'll use your strap this time. Lying down on a mat, let's slide your right ball of the foot into the strap. Left leg can be bent if that's easier on your pelvis, or straight, you pick. Flex the foot and then very gently just bend that right leg. Things to look for in a setup. You want to keep the length in your right waist equal to the length of the left side. So the best way to kind of check yourself is to, with your fingers, you can take your thumb and your index finger and check that distance here on the side, if it's long, the same length as on the other side, or You can reach through your sit bone out. Your right sit bone is pulling out so that you're feeling the elongation happening in the lower back. Keeping that elongation in your lower back, you just bend the knee, keeping the length in your waist, and then exhale, you press your heel up towards the sky. And then bend the knee, and on an exhale, press the heel up. One more time, bend the knee. On an exhale, press up. Hold your belt with one hand, with your right hand, take your right leg towards the outside of the body, keeping your pelvis square towards the ceiling. Press the left leg actively down to the floor, pull your stomach in, and then find an inner thigh stretch. Breathe into the stretch. And then slowly come back to center. Take your right leg across your midline, keeping your pelvis on a mat, square towards the ceiling. Flex the foot that's in the air, and then stretch the outer thigh. Take a nice deep breath into your stretch. And then come back to center and simply let's switch legs. We're going to place your left leg into the strap, right leg will go out. Find the length in your waist, think about your left sit bone reaching out, and then bend your left leg, and then press your heel towards the sky, and then bend your left leg, and then press it up, and then bend, and then press. One more time, bend, and then press, finding an opening in the back of your hamstring. Hold your belt with your left hand, press your whole body down into the mat, especially your right leg. Pull your belly in and take your left leg towards the outside of the body. Breathe into your inner thigh, allow it to open. Slowly come back to center, take your left leg across the body. You can switch hands, holding the belt with your right hand here. Take a nice deep breath, flex the foot, pull your toes to your nose. And then come back to center, bend your leg, release, take the strap and place it to the side, bend both knees. Slide your hands behind your head. And then on an exhale, nod the chin, inhale, exhale, flex your upper body. You're gonna lift the head off the mat. As you place your head back down, make sure that your ribs don't pop towards the ceiling. So it's a very contained movement. Exhale, we lift. And then slowly lower down. And then exhale to lift. Feeling the abdominal wall waking up. And exhale to come up. And releasing down. And exhale to lift. And down. Cool. Bring your hands next to your pelvis. Palms down on the mat. Legs hip distance apart. Inhale here. Exhale. Tack the pelvis and start gently rolling up bone by bone, lifting into your bridge. Inhale, hold and stay at the top, shifting your weight towards your heels, and then slowly start peeling your spine back down. Upper spine, mid spine, lower spine, tailbone down. And again, 2 more. Inhale here, exhale to roll up. Inhale, hold and stay at the top. And then slowly start rolling down. And again, inhale here, exhale to roll up. Hold and stay at the top. And this time we're gonna shift your weight towards your heels, press your arms actively down into the mat, and then lift your right foot half an inch above the floor and then the left. Tiny little lifts off the foot, one foot and then the other. Feel the glutes and hamstrings, the back of your legs waking up. Keep walking. You have 4 and a 3. Pay attention to your pelvis. Make sure the pelvis itself is not moving. So you're lifting one leg, but the middle of the body stays very stable, very static, right? That means you're using your belly. And that is 4. Slowly start rolling your spine back down to the mat, and then pull your knees gently to your chest. Rock a little bit from side to side. Alright, right from there we're gonna go into a figure 4, and I'm gonna offer 2 options. You can take your right leg over left, and then you're gonna slide your right hand through the window you created with your legs, and then bring right hand holds the left hamstring, left hand also holds the left hamstring, and you breathe. Right leg will press out, left leg is pressing in. So you're creating opposition. Look for the length in your lower back as you stretch. This is just to open and release the hip a little bit. And then from there we're gonna switch, and then the left leg comes, and then you're holding the right hamstring. Right? Look for the length in your tailbone. Another way to do this is just an option, is to hook the strap on the right leg. Have your left leg go across and do a little hamstring stretch at the same time as you're doing a glute stretch. Right? So you can combine 2 things. This is just optional, fun thing to do. All right, and let's release that. Let's keep going. Feet come down to the mat again. Hands travel behind your head. Here we go. On an exhale, we nod the chin. We lift the upper body off the mat, tiny little lift crunch. One leg will come up to tabletop, which is 90 degree. As you place your head and leg down, you're gonna watch your lower back and not allow the lower back to arch away from the floor. Exhale to lift like you're walking. And then coming down, and exhale to lift. Each time you lower your head down, you also pay attention to your ribs so that those don't pop up. Right? And lift. And exhale to lift. And up. And up. Last 2. And then last one. This time hands travel next to your pelvis, palms down on a mat. Inhale, prepare, exhale, lift. No articulation, just come up as one piece. You're coming up as a bridge, and then you're gonna lower back down, trunk of the body as one piece. Again, inhale here, exhale to lift up as one piece, and then lower back down. One more time, inhale here, exhale to lift up as one piece. Hold and stay this time at the top. Shift your weight towards your heels, and then lift the ball of the foot up, so you just end up standing on both heels. Start walking by lifting one heel up and then the other. You're gonna feel more sensation in the back of your leg, glutes and hamstrings. Just do this for 5, and a 4, and a 3, and a 2. If for any reason this doesn't feel right, like it feels like too much, just come back to flat feet. Right? You always can choose. And release. Feet are flat. At this point, you're going to lower the whole body down. Extend your left leg to straight down the mat, and then take your right leg up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Option to bend the leg if that feels better. Keep the length in your waist. The whole back body is pressing down into the mat. Inhale, take your right leg across the midline, keeping the pelvis square towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw a circle down and around, keeping the belly very stable. No movement in the middle here. Inhale, go across. Exhale, down and around. And inhale, across. Exhale, down and around. And inhale, across. Exhale, down and around. 2 more. Inhale, across. Exhale, down and around. And inhale, across the body. Exhale, down and around. Reverse it. We're gonna take the leg towards the outside of the body. Inhale, exhale, down and in for 1. And inhale, open. Exhale, down and in. And inhale, take the leg towards the outside. Exhale, down and in. 2 more. Inhale to the outside. Exhale, down and in. And inhale, take it towards the outside. Exhale, down and in. Fold your right leg, take your left leg up. Either bend or straight. Inhale, take the leg across. Exhale, down and around. And inhale, take your leg across. Exhale, down and around. Inhale, across. Exhale, down and around. And inhale, across. Exhale, down and around. Last one, inhale, across. Exhale, down and around. You're gonna reverse it. Open towards the outside. Exhale, down and in for 1. And inhale, open. Exhale, down and in for 2. And inhale, open. Exhale, down and in. And inhale, open. Exhale, down and in. And inhale, open. Exhale, down and in. Cool. Release the leg back down. Bend both knees. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale. Pull the stomach towards the spine. Going into an imprint position, which means that your lower back is going slightly down towards the mat and your pubic bone will lift a little bit up. Keeping that shape in the middle, you're going to bring one leg up, tabletop, and then the other. Flex your upper body, so we knot the chin. We lift the head, bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, reach your arms and legs out. Exhale, pull it in. Now things to think about. When the legs go out, don't allow your lower back to arch away from the floor. You can regulate the tension and how much you're getting out of this exercise. So here we go. The rule stays the same. Lower back has to stay stable. When the legs go higher towards the ceiling, this is less pressure for the lower back. When the legs go out lower towards the mat, more pressure in the lower back. Find a place in your body where you feel challenged enough, but also stable enough while you do this. Inhale to reach out. Exhale in, and inhale to reach. And exhale. One more. Inhale to reach. And exhale and relax. Place your one foot down and then the other. Gently rock your head from left to right. Release tension. Take a nice deep breath here. And then come back to center. Single leg stretch. You're gonna pull your right knee in, left leg is out on the diagonal. Head can be up or head can be down. This is your choice. Lift your elbows so that the elbows are reaching towards two opposite sides. Inhale, exhale, change. And a change. The same idea. Lower back is not arching away from the floor. You're scooping the belly towards the spine. And a change. And a change. And a change. And a change, and a change, and a change, and a change, and a change. Relax. Allow your head and neck to relax. Keep your right knee, right hamstring towards your chest, and then gently rock your body up to seated. If that doesn't feel right, just roll to your side and come up any way you like. Okay, and from there we're gonna keep moving. So come back to all fours, pull your belly towards the spine. This time reach your right arm forward in the air, slide the shoulders down, pull your belly in, ribs in, and then left leg reaches out on the diagonal. We're gonna take the arm and leg away from the center line, so you're going sideways, and then exhale, pull it in. Inhale, arm and leg goes away from the center, exhale, pull it in. And inhale, take the arm and leg away from the center. Exhale, pull it in. One more. Inhale, away from the center. Exhale, pull it in and relax. We're going to switch. Right leg goes back in the air. Left arm reaches forward. Take the leg and arm away from the center. Exhale, pull it in. And then reach your arm and leg away from the center. Exhale, pull it in. Two more. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, bring it in. While you do this, the belly is pulling up towards the spine. It's not relaxed. And then come back in. Cool. Very nice. Keeping your arms reaching forward towards the front edge of your mat. Keep your back nice and flat. Pull your stomach in and then shift your weight back like you would do like a tiny downward dog. The tendency here will be to drop the ribs down and arch the back. And this feels good. So if that feels good, just do this for like 10 seconds maybe, and then pull everything back into the body. So you want to stay stable. You want to keep your belly pulled in, ribs in the body, and just shifting back, finding the length. in your spinal column. Great. From there, we're going to lift up a little bit. Shoulders are down and back and traveling slightly towards the outside of the trunk of the body. You're going to take your hands to your left side of the mat, and then pull with your right sit bone off center. Find a stretch. Breathe into that. Come back to center again and take your hands to the other side, and then pull with the opposite sit bone, finding a nice stretch. Great. And then come back to center. We're going to lower down to your forearms at this point with your elbows below the shoulders. Pull your belly gently to your spine. Lift away from the floor, ribs in, right leg goes back. Right leg lifts 6 times up. We go up for 1, keeping the hips square. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch legs, other side. Left leg goes back 6 times. And we go up for 1, keeping the middle connected. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Right from there, we're gonna lay down on your belly. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. Pull your stomach to your spine. Press your pubic bone down into the mat. On an exhale, keeping your shoulders down, you're gonna lift just the upper body. The tops of your legs are pressing down. Upper body lifts, tiny extension, and then release back down. And you have 3 more to go. Exhale to lift. And release. And exhale to lift. And release. Cool. Bring your hands on the outside of your mat with your hands next to your shoulders. Shoulders slide down. Open your legs wide, like at least mat width apart, and then externally rotate so that your knees are facing towards 2 opposite sides. Here we go. We use the arms. We press the arms down into the floor. We pull the stomach to your spine, and then you lift your body up. And you're staying in this big extension. This should feel really good. Keep the breath going. On an inhale, look towards your left. Rotate the head, nod the chin, roll the skull. To the right. And then look forward, and then inhale, look to the right. Exhale, nod the chin, roll the skull. And then put your head back to center and release back down. Slowly slide your legs underneath you, shift your weight back to a child's pose, where you simply round the spine here to undo the extension. Good. Right from there, we're gonna lay down on your side. And then for this, I would totally recommend to grab a block. You can place the block towards the back edge of your mat and then place your head on top of the block so that your neck is very comfortable. Right? This alignment will just make life easier in the beginning. If you don't have a block, don't worry, you can put a pillow or even your hand underneath, and that's okay too. All right. First things first, bring awareness to your waist. Make sure that the bottom of your waist is lifting away from the mat. So your stomach is not relaxed here, it's still pulling in. You're gonna start with your legs bent, top hand is pressing actively down into the floor, and then you're laying directly on your side. Externally rotate your top leg, keeping your feet touching together. Then notice that the top leg, if we are very excited about this exercise, can roll way past its range of motion that it should go to. So the way to check yourself is to take your top hand and place it on a sacrum. When your top leg externally rotates, you shouldn't feel your top part of your pelvis rolling back behind you. You just go up and back down. Another way to do a quick check to make sure you are still on your side is to take your top hand and place it on a pelvis in the front. When your leg lowers, the pelvis is in the same place. When your leg lifts, the pelvis is in the same place. There's no change in this area whatsoever. A lot of times what happens in the beginning for people is that when the leg goes down, the pelvis rolls forward, and when the leg lifts up, the pelvis rolls back, because there's not much awareness in the middle yet. So keeping that awareness in the middle, you can keep your hand on the pelvis and just feel that it's just the leg moving, but the actual trunk of the body stays in one place, right? This is all outer thighs, glutes, and belly. Now from there, you're gonna lift your top leg in parallel position. So small little lifts. Keep that awareness, always come back to the middle of the body. Right now you're building the strength and awareness in the outer thigh, glutes, and of course belly, because that's Pilates. Good. Now from there we're gonna stay up with the knee and then draw a little circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now top leg extends out to straight, staying on your side. You're gonna do a little kick to the front. You're gonna kick, exhale, take it back. When you take the leg back, you're gonna feel your glutes and hamstrings, so back of your leg. Things to pay attention to is there's a couple things. First thing, make sure your foot on the kicking leg is in line with your hip joint. A lot of times what happens, people get very tired and they start dropping their foot down like this, and then they pick it up when they go back. So you're trying to stay at the same height. Kick to the front, exhale, take it back. Second thing is the actual torso. Last two, kick forward, take it back. There will be some movement in the torso, but you're still trying to stabilize, right? So it's not all over the place. Good, and relax. Tap your glutes a little bit. There might be some sensation going on, and then we're gonna change sides. Either simply roll over. I'm just gonna change sides this way so I can look forward. So we're gonna lay on the side, aligning our back to the back edge of the mat. Once you align your back to the back edge of the mat, check in with your waist, pull the belly in. And then keeping your knees bent, start opening for clamshells, feet are touching. Top hand can actively press away from the floor, or top hand can be on your pelvis. Just check in, where is the pelvis in space? You have 3 more to go. During the exercises in the beginning, these muscles on the outside, you might feel a lot of burn happen. You can always tap a little bit here to release tension. Good. Now from there, guys, let's go into parallel lifts. So you're gonna lift in parallel position and then lower down. Keep the length in your waist, right? So you shouldn't be collapsing. Everything is working still. Leading with a thigh. The foot is either in line with your knee or slightly below, but never above. Stay up here, 5 little circles with your knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Top leg extends out. Firm the belly. You're gonna kick forward to the front. Keep the length in your waist. Exhale, take it back. Keep your foot in line with your hip. Kick, kick to the front. Long leg. Exhale, take it back. And inhale, kick, kick. And exhale, take it back. And inhale, kick, kick. And exhale, take it back. And inhale, kick, kick. Exhale, take it back. And relax. Nice job. We're gonna move on from there. Keep your box in front of the mat. Just come down. Option 1, you're gonna be on your knees and forearms and hold your plank. You're gonna lift the belly in, look slightly forward. Option 2, tuck the toes under and lift into this kind of a plank when you're on your forearms, squeezing the block with both hands. Belly is in, ribs lifted. Engage your legs, firm the legs, and just breathe. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale. And breathing. Two more. And relax, let that go. Release back into a little child's pose one more time. And you should be ready for your day.